agencies don't really know you talk.
Seen some strange genetically modified oral proteins. But what really gets people riled up are those who aspire to eat so-called whole or natural foods created. To answer these questions, we need to go back to eating plants for food. By picking the classic example is corn. Farmers in Mexico transformed the grass into the delicious, slating the DNA of the teosinte plant. As differences we see between teosinte and corn, from wheat to rice to almonds and bananas, which we can make changes. Now, instead of selectively breeding, we're developing plants and animals. If these snippets come from the same species, plant or animal, scientists call the new organism transgenic. They glow green because they contain pests, tomatoes that make the while all of the GM foods currently on the market have been thoroughly tested. I'm waiting for a tomato that I can cut in the dark.
Wow, grade 12. Good morning. And wasn't that true? But it is true. And I think this is extraordinary. And this human being. We are so, and then we say it is GM, an organism that has a change, like the long life tomato. Is that genetically modified organism. That's what the genes of a plant to make it more pest resistant, especially easy for the virus to attack the cells, and also are not interesting in farmers. They really have troubles with an insect that is lying inside the cob, and then it's actually using that inside very acidic smelling inside, and they cannot use that cob then, and there's no to the animals. So pest and insect resistant, and they are succeeding in plants. They also want to resistant so that it can wait a bit for insect resistant. Also weed killers. Why? The thing is, a lot of fertilizer, little plants, the veld plants, and water. If you spray it then with a poison, also kill your crops. You remember that specific killer that only kills the broadleaf, the dicotyledon. Use auxin as that was part of our growth stimulant. But here they want to change the crop so that the crop is not affected. Interesting. Then, by manipulating the genes of the plant, maybe more juicier, sweeter, that can help. There we see the a very interesting case that happened in the East, where a staple food is that they change the normal rice, which is B. And vitamin B is a very important vitamin, especially for the nervous system. But they also need some other vitamins, yes. So I want you to guess which vitamin, and if I say orange color, what will you say? Yes, vitamin A. Vitamin A, carrots, beta-carotene, is the substance that now can be produced in the rice. They call this now also vitamin A. And if we think, include it in the cell of the plant, culturing on agar, so this little cells can form roots to breed and make lots of little plants like that. Sexually or asexually breeded? Asexually. Why? And it ensures that all the plants has this new gene of expressing its genes. Does it make sense? I really hope so. Create recombinant bacteria with the desired gene. Allow the bacteria to infect. Desired gene is inserted into the plant chromosome. Make sure that the plant is inserted. We call it micropropagation, or this chapter. Micropropagation means asexual reproduction. Take a cultivating medium like agar, wait for this plant to grow and become strong. Now, the potential problems that arises from GMOs and that worries people are, if you are belonging to a cultural group, a religion, or you are a vegetarian, and you are not or do not allow yourself to eat genes, will not know, or you will not eat. Because transgenic, where the gene of an animal in order to get a specific feature. Long life tomatoes? Yes, they walked down the beach and saw dead fish. Dead fish, but no rotting takes place. This is a plan. Let's get fish from rotting. Rotting? Being broken, and they use that for long life tomatoes. Please don't think that long life tomatoes and long life milk is the same thing. No, completely different. Okay, let's continue. The first problem is you don't know which plant into the plant that you want to eat. Second thing, is there enough research? And that's, I think, another point. Is there enough of genetically modified that they will make super weeds? Because now you make a plant, and this plant will your weed, and this plant, this weed resistant. And that is our point number 5. Whole new plant if this weed that was not killed by the herbicide now can grow through that herbicide. And it takes pathogens can arise. Disease now can spread specific animal cells and to the whole world. If there is a viral genetic modification, fluorescent, or whatever else. Is it safe? Is it good for the plants that are food for as the all-ons? Nice cartoon when we made of eggs. Okay, means when we to know which nitrogen have the same outcome. Chromosomes telling us, but it make a lot. It be treated and mucus is too much, and that's how the absorption, the diffusion, and blocked. So it is the virus change the DNA of viruses, and therapy will be given by inhalation. I have read about this. I wonder what happened. Is it try to help a genetic disease? With gel electrophoresis, it is the same as can identify DNA. They have gel. They inject the DNA. It forms bands. You do not have to know exactly how it happens, but this make the fragments separate from one another in each where it is injected to. And this can help us to show a specific DNA structure. So they take a photograph of that and they keep it, like your fingerprints is telling you who you are. But when you are baking a lot or cutting yourself a lot now, you can damage your fingerprints and later there's no fingerprints left. But this cannot change. So there they have the bands labeling or showing the DNA. And then they already use it for crime, searching for a criminal. This is the DNA crime scene. Now they had some suspects, and who do you think is the guilty one? We can look at the DNA and see that these are similar to the DNA found on the crime scene. Interesting. Also, a very interesting job or career that you can think of. Looking into criminology, but you use your biological knowledge. You can go and help to take off all the little maggots from a corpse, and then you can date how long is this person dead. You know, all this CSI programs? Yes, that they need a biologist for. Or you can become a genetic engineer where you study the DNA and you help with altering people's lives, making a piece of work. Please complete your worksheet just to see, do you really understand this new chapter? And remember, I also added the answers to the previous worksheet. Please mark your work, do your corrections. I think this is so interesting that if you have studied this once and go through this with a lot of concentration, you will remember this, grade 12s. You are so sharp. So please do that. Do not think, I will do it later. Do it now.
Win free airtime with hashtag #LearnOn1. Share your comments on the lessons. Name and town to 081 200 6659. Hashtag #LearnOn1. Invite learning in.
Price like the ShopRite price, which means you'll get low prices on everything you need. Like 500 grams Rama Original Fat Spread, only $19.99. And 100 mils Colgate Triple Action Toothpaste, just $13.99. The ShopRite price, the price you can trust always.